Vibos. Is this Vibos? No, that's Uncharted. This is Vibos. Yeah. So let's warp travel here. Lord Captain, I bring you new information about the xeno device that you discovered during your time away. Ever since you returned, the tech priests have been making every effort to comprehend the nature of this mysterious technology, and they have succeeded to an extent. After many rituals and pleas to the machine god, they awakened the xeno artifact. For but a moment, it produced a holographic copy of a planet and coordinates that matched the location of Langren's belt. Perhaps you will wish to see with your own eyes what this destination holds. I don't remember what xeno artifact we're talking about. Lord Captain, we have received a transmission from the Adeptus Arbites base of operations on Dargonus. Protector Solomorn Anthar is invoking a pact made with Her Ladyship Theodora and asks for an audience. How are we to respond? This has got to be the DLC, the Arbites. What business did Theodora conduct with the Adeptus Arbites? Very well, I shall meet with them. Ignore the message and stop bothering me with trivial matters. What business did Theodora conduct with the Adeptus Arbites? Unfortunately, Lady Theodora seldom shared any details of this sort with her crew, though I do know that she met with the Arbites frequently. Very well, I shall meet with them. I will send word to Chancellor Wersarian about arranging a meeting with the Arbites delegation. Why am I going back to the bridge? I thought that was taking place on Dargonus. Oh, hi Cassia. Ignatius, how wonderful it is that I found you here. Uncontrollable anxiety washes over your body, causing you to lose your breath. Cassia notices this, closes her eyes, and you are released from the grip of emotions that are not your own. Please forgive me, my powers are sometimes too insistent in their attempts to break free from my control. So she's feeling anxious right now. Good to know. You've made great strides in learning how to keep them at bay. I commend your perseverance. Your efforts are lacking. I suggest you try harder, because my patience is bound to run out eventually. Or just was there something you wish to tell me? You've made great strides in learning how to keep them at bay. I commend your perseverance. I came to deliver good tidings. I have spoken with House Navigators through the Atlas. Of late, I can feel with increasing clarity how our connection is growing stronger. Despite the descent in its midst, House Sorcelio has been able to keep a precarious equilibrium, thanks in part to your unexpected arrival in York 5 and the resolution of the conflict at the Dargonus reception. Not all Sorcelios concur with your decisions, but none can deny the impact that you, and no one else, have had on the House's present state of affairs. Cassia nods gratefully, lowers her gaze, and clasps her hands together. There is more I wish to tell you. It is about the visions that I've come to experience and at an increasing rate during warp jumps. The same visions come to me again and again and again. It is as if I am going mad. For you see, these visions are about me, the Atlas, and Tisiphone Orsilio, the House's previous Novator. I have seen Tisiphone's experiments, the ones that involved the navigators from the Sethala branch, which she was rumored to have destroyed for disobedience. But the visions told me an altogether different story, one where the Sethalas helped Tisiphone create the Atlas, and they vanished immediately after the experiments were done with it. Perhaps I can... No. I know I can find the way to the palace of the Atlas if I recreate Tisiphone's journey from my visions. A real palace, not the psycho-physical illusion in which the Orsilio navigators can reach out. I have always had a feeling that it truly exists in our world. Now, however, I know it with absolute certainty. I've been informed that House Orsilio will soon convene its Grand Council. Would it not be better to wait for it to finish first? What makes you so sure that you'll find a way to this physical manifestation of the Atlas? What else did the visions tell you? That's the warp twist to your mind. How can you trust visions of such dubious origin? Ha! Would it not be better to wait for it to finish first, the Grand Council? I cannot shake a certain foreboding about the upcoming meeting in the incorporeal palace of the Atlas. Troubling mirages have plagued my mind for many nights now, voices calling and cursing my name, and the more I use the Atlas, the clearer the visions become and the louder the voices grow, and the further my powers wane. I am certain that all of the house is experiencing the same, for all of us are connected. I can sense my family's fear, House Orcelio is doomed to perish in darkness should I fail to discover the reason why the Atlas is weakening. And that reason, I believe, is hidden somewhere in my visions of Tisiphone. What makes you so sure that you will find the way to this physical manifestation of the Atlas? I saw Tisiphone's experience in an epiphany, in a dream. Just like my visions came to me on our travels through the warp, she beheld a planet hidden behind rolling warp storms. The world promised her great power, so Tisiphone gathered the Sethalas, her most devout followers, to go on a suicide journey through the Tempest. I know not the details of what happened on that planet, but it was there that the Sethalas sacrificed themselves for an experiment of some kind, and it was there that House Orcelio obtained its Starway Atlas. For the first time ever, I have an opportunity to find answers to the questions my mentors so deftly avoided. Why did Tisiphone choose me? What is the Atlas? Is it true that House Orcelio's past is drenched in blood? Please, Ignatius, do not snap this tautly drawn string of destiny, my destiny. Journey with me in Tisiphone's wake to the distant stars. And why, pray tell, should I go on this suicidal escapade to throne knows where? That's a very rude way of saying it. I shall help you, Lady Cassia. I've had enough of these navigator troubles. I shall help you, Lady Cassia. Cassia breathes a sigh of relief, but the look in her ruby eyes quickly darkens again. The house is still watching me. Both the renegades and the loyalists. I doubt that any of them will agree even to a brief armistice for the sake of learning the truth about the Atlas's origins. And I do not wish to see House Orcelio lose even one more life to another fratricidal skirmish. No, I shall go after the answer about our past on my own. You want to go to an unknown, dangerous location by yourself? That seems like a bad call. If you wish to show the house your strength and undauntable spirit, invite the renegades to be the first to touch the secrets of the Atlas they loathe so much. You are standing on the cusp of great discovery for all of House Orcelio. Inviting the regent seems like the responsible thing to do. Or then it's best we go alone. Okay, so it's not that she'll go on her own, because this says we go alone. So either do we invite the renegades, which seems risky. Do we invite the regent, which also has risk? I think there's too much unknown, and inviting either of them just opens up the possibility for things to just go off the rails, because we don't know what's going on with this Atlas. It's probably better for us to go by ourselves, figure out what we can, and then decide who to involve and how. At least to me, that makes the most sense. Then it's best that we go alone. We're also trusting her instincts on that, which I think is reasonable. Cassia's shoulders relax a little. Thank you for your understanding, rogue trader. And now permit me to take my leave. I must start preparing for the journey. From what I have been able to glean, we must first travel to the... Her ruby red eyes widen in astonishment. The Orcelio prophecy system. Odd that. Could it be that the historical records are lying, and that Kalin Orcelio is not whom the star system is named after? Either way, that was the system from which Tisiphone embarked on her journey, and we are going to follow in her long-forgotten footsteps. Alright, well that's cool. Getting a bit more direction on that quest line. So yeah, we'll want to do that soon, but I think I'm still going to go to Vibos 6 first, because that's where I've been trying to head for a while. Let's see, where is this location that Cassie is wanting me to go? It's not here. Perform the ritual. Is it? So it'll be companion quest. It is here. Perform the ritual. Cassie intends to recreate Tisiphone Orcelio's rituals from her visions in order to find the way to the physical palace of the Atlas. Perform the rituals here. Okay. We'll head down there at some point, I'm sure. For now, we're heading up here to Vibos. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Sarbak's voice is resonant. Mistress Cabela has been apprehended by enforcers at the scene of a crime. Eyewitnesses saw her assault and kill the esteemed chirurgeon Majoris, and she has confessed to the murder. She's a death cultist. They do what they want, and it's usually not considered murder because it's in the Emperor's name and following his guidance. But yes. The penalty for murdering a senior officer is death. However, given Mistress Cabela's honorable service and her special status, I dare not proceed without your permission. She is incarcerated and awaiting your judgment. Let me know when you are ready to hear her case. A warp breach. Ungodly fiends spreading sorcerous disease walk the lower decks, gathering a cohort of infected voidsmen. If no measures are taken immediately, an entire bay could be turned into a den of heresy. So we could go there and fight them ourselves. We could spend armor kit, melee weapon kit, and so one container of each of those from our things we can sell, or one cargo of holy gifts. I'll go take care of it. Let's get Jai out of here and bring back in Heinrichs. Shouldn't take long to wipe out whatever plague demons are here. If we're dealing with demons, let's put back on you. And then move forward. Cults of Nurgle, yeah. You should level up the old guard between streams. Oh, that feels like that would take so much time and effort. You're definitely right, but I struggle to convince myself to do so. Alright, let's boost your carouse. And then you don't have anything that I bothered to mark. We'll just go Cataclysm. Nah, we'll go with the I've already grabbed the healing one for you. Brilliant. Then we'll go Cataclysm just to increase damage. And our marching order is, as usual, terrible. We want you and you up front. No. You. And the two of us. There we go. Much more sensible.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Move forward. Battle didn't start. So we've got just basic Cult of Nurgle with 44 health.
State your intention.
All right. Let's just have you kick things off. Why not? Miss? How did you miss? These can be destroyed, so standing behind them feels foolish. I don't know if they're explosive. Man, there is no cover. There is cover here for no reason. I don't know. I don't see any enemies. Oh, we do have a Plaguebearer back here. Okay, so we do have some demons around, not just cultists. Some Plaguebearers. Even still, 171 health compared to the multiple thousand health enemies we've been dealing with a few times lately. I'll just move up here and take out all of them myself. Just have you stand back here. What do we do with you, Ulfar? You can't actually get past here because of that barrel. That is funny. Anyone I haven't moved yet? Yes, Heinrichs. Let's pull you back here. But you're probably going to charge forward, but I want Cassia to be able to third eye blast. And then Pascal, move you back towards this Plaguebearer. Call that good. Alright, let's start with the usuals.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Alright, light ourselves on fire. Orchestrate flames. Probably isn't needed, but... oh well. Then run and gun. Can I get to a convenient location where I can hit? Oh, I can't do the Melta. Alright, fine. So do I just kill the Plaguebearer then? And if so, I don't need to move forward that far. I can probably just still stand back there and get rid of him. Alright. Plaguebearer's down. Plaguebearer's not down? You're left at 13 wounds. Darn. Either way, not overly concerned. Let's see about this. You can hit all of them.
Deliver us!
Which sadly didn't quite cross the threshold. I was hoping that I could get her to trigger that without having to use the Inquisitor's Tenant. Front line. Let's go there with the front line to help Pascal out. Backline for the dodge bonuses we'll give to you, Cassia.
If I may.
And then crit bonuses to Irliet. Why not? Alright. Can I hit a bunch of them with this? Yes.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
There we go. High momentum. We claimed high momentum.
Only that were possible.
It told me high momentum, but we're only actually at 173. Well, that is a shame. Do I give Ignatius the turn anyway? By wasting this? Not really feeling like it, but
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
kinda have to.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Alright. Doubt we can get a nice line where we'll kill everything. These two will probably kill each other when I use it on one of them. Doubt I can get a line here that's not going to hit Ulfar because I poorly placed him. Let's just start here.
Suits my purposes.
That takes out both of you. The demon is already going to die on his own to the fire. All these guys are super weak. Where's the Plaguebearer? Down here. Can I hit you from where I am? I can. Let's deal with you. Back at high momentum. Perfect. Let's grab steady superiority.
To my bloodline.
Let's just finish everyone on this side.
All too easy. You didn't stand a chance.
Besides, obviously, the Plaguebearer. Then I could move forward a little bit to here. then I won't be able to see you.
My tactics are
I can
flawless.
use that. Run and gun isn't available. Run and gun is available. Also, I can... Didn't look like I could move here. No, I can only move there. If I did move there, does that give me vision onto you? It does. Okay.
Already done. Enjoy your luck while you still draw breath.
So that takes out another Plaguebearer. Get rid of you. I don't know, get rid of you because I can. What do we have left? There's the Plaguebearer that's burning. You. Oh, I didn't see you over there. Well, looks like you get to live another turn. So I'm just not in a position to take you out.
Nothing I can't do.
Alright, Cassia, it's back to your turn. We'll just end it. It's back to Ignatius. So on this side... No, all we have are these two. So let's move as far down this way as we can. And light you on fire. That's a good long run I was able to make.
Nothing of value has been lost.
And light you. There we go.
Dare you? No!
Can you get out of that, please?
Choking me!
Oh, or not. That's fine. Okay. We could loot everything, but it doesn't really matter. Where did we get in? And how do we get out of this place? Or is there more combat I've got to deal with? There might be. Alright, let's go here to the Koronus Expanse map. Yep, we'll grab all that and head out. Alright, let's see what's going on at Vibo 6. Pilgrims requires the Lord's Captain's decision. Thousands of commoners have left their workstations to gather for a holy pilgrimage. Okay, we can allow it, which will lose us a complacency and gain an efficiency. What? Lose an efficiency, gain a complacency. I think I said that backwards. Forbid the pilgrimage, which will drop both complacency and security. Request that followers of St. Drusus bring holy relics to the colony. We will gain a bunch of... No, it requires us to have a bunch of relationship with the Drusians, and then we will gain complacency and efficiency. We're already maxed at 10 on each, but I'm going to use this one anyway. Instead of leaving the colony, the people trembling in awe attended services by the relics, then returned to work inspired. Well, that was incredibly easy. So, we've got Holy Servitude open. Drusians always need new pilgrims, and convicts will be an adequate fit for this role. We turn convicts into pilgrims? Odd. Master artisans of the Adeptus Mechanicus deepen the mines on Vibo 6, where thundering seismic cannons tear through rock to free precious ores. Gives us plasteel, which I super don't care about. Relationship with the explorators and the mobile extractiums are nice. Kind of thinking we work on this one for now. Though I don't know how that affects our long-term rank ups. But sure, Holy Servitude. You can work on that for now. Then we head back to Dargonus, where we can meet our Arbites. We can do the court case for the Wissarians, who are apparently being accused of crimes against the dynasty or something. There were a few other things there as well. Demonic eyes materializing, blah, blah, blah. We've read that one. All right, let's head in to Dargonus. Where we've got, I think, 3 or maybe 4 quests going on. It says just 2. Visit Dargonus, meet with the Adeptus Arbites, delegation to Dargonus. Okay, just 2 things apparently. We've got a profit factor all the way up at 99. I wonder if that's a max or if that's just where we happen to be. Let's go to the palace. And Abelard's required. Should have leveled him up. And yeah, losing Heinrich's right now I think is fine. Yeah. I mean, arguably maybe he wants to look into Achilles' death. But it's fine. So do I do a bunch of quick level ups of Abelard? Don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand aside. No need to crowd around. Governor Drivestem will be taking care of everything. It's ridiculous. Such a thing happening right in the Rogue Trader's palace. There were a bunch of bodies. What exactly happened? You're confronted by the sight of dead bodies at the entrance to the palace. The corpses have been hauled into a pile. Some are dressed in the uniforms of palace wardens, while others are arrayed in the clothing typical of Dargonus nobility. Upon seeing you, the young enforcer stands at attention and swallows noisily. His voice trembles as he says, "Your lordship, we are honored by your presence." One of the dead bodies. What is this mess? You see, your lordship, the people wanted to attack. The warden clears his throat. Second Lieutenant of the Palace Guard, Elam Wyatt, reporting. Shortly before you arrived, we averted an assassination attempt on the rogue trader. The palace soldiers detected intruders and engaged them in combat. Let's examine the assailants. Observation. These are rare high-functioning servitor specimens present among... there are rare high-functioning servitor specimens present among the expired units. Such specimens are traditionally bestowed upon the noble houses that are most loyal to the sacred fellowship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The augmetics of the deceased do differ from the implants ordinary people wear. Their intricate construction makes it clear that the deceased were not ordinary humans. Abelard frowns. As far as I know, House Gaprak has received such servitors from the Crimson Priesthood as gifts in the past, although this is my first time seeing one myself. Where is the Court Chancellor, Clementia Wissarian? I think she is with the rest of House Wissarian, detained in the throne room, that is. Governor Drystem has gathered all of Dargonus nobility there to pronounce a guilty verdict against House Wissarian. Why is the governor not here to greet the rogue trader? I do not know, your lordship. Perhaps he is... The guard throws a fearful gaze at Abelard. You can probably find him in the throne room, where the governor intends to put House Wissarian on trial. Alright, I must take my leave. Yeah, there's more going on here than we are being told. The bodies bear multiple wounds. It is evident that they died recently.
My house would be proud of me.
There was a crumpled up letter in the inside pocket of the assailant's blood-soaked jacket. Did we grab it? Yes, we received a blood-stained letter. Let's go to sort by date for the newest. The letter is soaked with blood. Only portions of the text is readable through the crimson blotches. Careful and discreet, keep away from the lords and ladies. You must look like a noble to the servants and wardens. Do not engage in conversation with anyone. Your task is to avoid exposing yourself ahead of time and let the Wissarians get away while the wardens are busy guarding the rogue trader. Interesting. Someone was trying to help the Wisarians escape. Also, we had this. Is this better for you? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, that looks so dumb. But it's powerful. Anything else that I would want to give you? Sure, we'll replace your axe with that. I mean, you got training with power weapons. This isn't a power weapon, it's primitive, but dude, does it hit hard. And you don't really need a ranged weapon because I never have you go ranged. Like, even if you can't do anything, having you go ranged would just feel like a waste of your time. Sure. Do I level you up now? I guess I'm going to do so, hopefully quickly. Let's go weapon skill. Next. Nothing selected. That's a shame. Gain a bonus to parry. Sounds fantastic. Warrior gains the slash ability with 2 charges for this round. Interesting. Taunting Scream. Sure. Athletics and Carouse are your top 2. Let's boost your Carouse. Alright, you have no ranged weapons, so that sounds fine. Yeah, there's all these shield things that... I don't know. Less damage from crits. Sounds like it could be good. Let's boost your weapon skill again. Sure. Interesting. Then we'll boost strength. Could do that. Probably Carouse again because it's still going to be lower, I think. There. Abelard's leveled up. Perfect. Went a little quick, but
It's about time.
that's fine. So we need to go to the palace and find out what's going on with the Wisarians. Are they actually the criminals they're accused of, or is Governor Drivestem organizing a coup?